Today we are making the best peanut brittle. And when I say the best, I mean, well, the best. It's a family recipe, and my mom actually said, "You're not putting that on YouTube, are you? Because that's a family recipe." Well, good recipes are made to share, so I'm sharing it with you tonight. So what you're gonna need is 2 cups of Domino pure cane sugar, 1 cup of Caro syrup, 1 bag or pound of raw Spanish peanuts, a heaping teaspoon of baking soda, and we got just a pinch of salt in here. You're gonna need a lightly oiled pan. Now, I gotta warn you real quick. Do use Domino pure cane sugar. Do use Caro syrup. If you use cheap or generic equivalent, it doesn't turn out right. Trust me, we've done it. It's not right. All right, so we're gonna add our sugar. We're gonna add our Caro syrup. And you definitely wanna use a wooden spoon for this. Do not use a plastic spoon or anything like that, because we are cooking this to hard crack candy temperature, which will probably melt your plastic spoon. And we're just gonna stir this. Just wanna get the Caro syrup warm. We don't want the sugar to burn. We're gonna mix this. And at this point, like I said, we're just melting sugar. And I do wanna mention, we're cooking on about medium to low heat. All right, now while I'm stirring this around, what I did also want to mention, definitely you should use a cast iron skillet. This is a 12-inch cast iron pan. All right, now it's been about 8 minutes right now, and you see how it's bubbling like this? And most of our sugar's dissolved. It doesn't look clear, mainly because of the air bubbles we have in here, but the sugar's mainly dissolved when it's boiling here. So we're gonna get our peanuts in, and we want to spread them out. And keep in mind, this is going to stall a little bit because the peanuts are not as hot as everything else. So it's going to cool down just a little bit, and we're going to have to reheat. And actually, you can see how it kind of thickens up here. So our peanuts have to basically get in, warm up a little bit, and then this really starts cooking. All right, we got our peanuts mixed in. And what you're looking for here, see how this still is pretty clear? What's gonna happen is these peanuts are gonna start cracking a little bit. They're gonna start cooking, and this sugar is gonna kind of become golden brown. All right, and just to prep ahead of time, when we get to that point where this is golden brown, we're gonna sprinkle our baking soda as evenly as we can here, and then we're gonna stir super quick, keeping everything in the pan. This is gonna bubble up, and it's gonna get really foamy. And as soon as we have all the baking soda stirred in, we're gonna take it over our pan and pour it. And when we pour, we are not going to basically flatten it out. We're just gonna let it flatten itself. And that's the way you make this peanut brittle. Now you can use your hard candy thermometer here, and once it gets the hard candy crack, that's when you're going to add your baking soda. We've been doing this a few years, so we kind of just eyeball it. But if you've never made it before, definitely use your candy thermometer. All right, so we're about 18 minutes in here. So like I said before, 8 minutes ish, and we added the peanuts. So the peanuts have been in for about nine minutes or so. And we're actually almost getting to the point where we're ready to put in the baking soda, because you can see you got some really airy bubbles here. We just want that to be a little more golden brown, and it's pretty close. Because as I stir this, you could see how that's kind of, when I move this, you see how it's a little kind of starting to get golden brown?
And it's thickening.
And it's thickening up. We're going to stir. I'm going to show you the stir real quick, and then we're going to pour it. So, since I'm right-handed and I want to spread this as even as possible, I'm just get the spread out here. I just want to get all the baking soda.
Here comes the foam.
Stir it in. You see that foam? See how it really foams up? And look how golden brown that's really turning right away. All right, we're gonna turn the heat off here. And we are gonna pour this on the pan. And you just spread it out. And I'm gonna get everything out of the pan, but we are not gonna flatten this out. We're just gonna let it
self-flatten, self-level.
Even right out. Now, what happens is you have a few more peanuts over here. you know, than you had over here, but it all works out. This, oh, smells amazing. This is the color you want it right there. Look at that. And you're just gonna wait right here. At this point, we're just gonna wait until it's cool. All right, so this has been about 30 minutes, enough time to make another batch. That's cooling right now, but this is pretty cool. Normally, this is not a normal cookie sheet, but just kind of twist it sideways a little bit. This will pop loose from the pan. And then all you gotta do is take some kind of hammer, or if you got a mallet or whatever, you just break it in whatever size chunks that you want. So take a look at that. Look at how nice and airy that is. The real thing is, how's it taste? So again, only one thing left to do, and that's taste. Wow. All right, so this is the best peanut brittle ever. I can't stop eating this stuff. I've piled it up right here, over here, so you can't even tell how much of it I've actually eaten, but it's so good. I can't stop eating. I'm probably gonna eat the whole thing. All right, not the whole thing, most of it tonight, but click that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.